Hey guys, it's Tana. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a Christmas in July card. I had a lot of fun with this card. I want to try to do a couple more this month before the month of July is up. And I'm trying to do these videos ahead of time, so we will see what happens. But real quick first, I wanted to show you some stencils that I did myself because I can't afford to buy every stencil that I like and see. So there was first the waves, then the fireworks, and that one was just like some curved lines. And on this little piece I did some different types of waves that you would see in the ocean. And this one is imitating the nautical stripes by Simon Says Stamp. I do eventually hope to get the actual stencils. This one is underwater sun rays, and that was all I did for now. This was that rubber stamp kit I was telling you about for making your own sentiments. It comes with an ink pad. I have not tried to use the ink pad yet. And then that little black thing was like it's a holder. So you can pick up these different, I don't know what you want to call them. They hold the rubber stamps, the letters. And there's different sizes and different shapes. And then there is two sets. The bottom one you can't take out. And they're all capital letters, lower letters, numbers, symbols, like anything you could think of that you would need to make sentiments. And this I got off of Amazon, so I didn't have a choice in size or font. But I did happen to see a website. I don't know if I can remember what it's called. And there's even a pair of tweezers there that you can use to pick up the letters. I did see a website that specifically makes these type of stamp sets. And when I was perusing through it, you might say, I noticed you could pick your size, you could pick your font within a certain amount. They had a few different fonts. So, I mean, you could go a little bit bigger, you could go a little bit smaller. And moving on. So, this is my stamp, my very first stamp by Your Next Stamp, and it's that very drunk looking martini glass or a margarita glass. That's how I see him anyway, is a margarita with a candy cane in him. And I decided I wanted to add more than that. So we did two of those on the rocks glasses, which I think of as scotch glasses, and then two martini glasses in the background. And I apologize profusely if you can hear Dan in the background yelling and swearing at his game. Hopefully you guys cannot hear him. He's in the living room, but it's extremely annoying. Anyway, so I did some masking and stamping there. I did use the Altenew permanent black crisp ink, my new favorite for stamping. And there you saw me just trimming down a piece of Bristol smooth paper to, I'm pretty sure, 4 by 5 1/4. And here I am using the Pixie spray for the first time. And I spray that and then set it aside for about a minute like the directions call for. I wanted to say I cut out the circle that I stamped the drinks on with my Hero Arts Infinity circle dies. And you'll see those make an appearance later on in the video. So I used a piece of repositional double-sided tape there to tape that to my glass mat. And then I picked up the stencil when I thought it was tacky enough. Now, I will say my first experience with the Pixie spray was pretty good. This stencil, I kept holding it because I'm used to holding it if I don't have it taped down. But I did train myself to not hold it throughout using it this time, and it didn't move. So far I haven't had an issue. So we're using the Catherine Pooler, I can't remember what this one's called. I put it away. I will put it in the description box below. And then I put in the inner part of the circle of the swirls, I used Rouge by Catherine Pooler. And then I used Peppermint Scrub on the outside. And then I went back in with Rouge in the center and then pulled it outwards because the Peppermint Scrub just wasn't bright enough for me. So it still looks like two slightly different colors when I'm all done, but it's just a little brighter. And this stuff blended beautifully with the brush, the makeup brushes, and the Bristol smooth paper. I was really impressed. It was the first time I've easily blended those inks. So we got some Copic coloring coming up now, and I don't really show it until I can figure out how to show you fast forward footage. I can't really keep the Copic coloring in. So here you see the colors I used for each part of the picture, and then that way if you need to pause the video to write them down, you can do so. Now I didn't want to go traditional with these drinks, so I looked up to see if there was a specific color for martinis. I know margaritas come in different colors, so I made the margarita green. Excuse me, I've never had a martini in my life, so I had to look that up. And I decided to go fun with it. I saw blue martinis in the images, so I made them blue. And I wanted those small glasses to look like scotch. To me, as from what I've seen, scotch is like a golden yellow, lightish brown, so that's what I went with. I didn't bother looking that part up. I thought they turned out okay. The only real issue I had with the drinks was the ice cubes. I was not sure if I should leave them looking like ice cubes or color over them, because technically they're inside of the drink. And in the end, I didn't want the color I used on those drinks to mix with the blue greens that I put on the ice cubes, and it was too late. I had already put it on the ice cubes, so I just left it alone because I didn't want to start all over again if I ruined it. So I cut out the part where you see me pointing at the ice cubes and wondering what I should do, but that's why I left them the way they were, in case you were wondering. And I did put a shadow under the drinks. I used C4 and C2, and then I pulled that color out with the blender marker. I also put a little line of gray along the outer edges there, so it looked like, because the drinks don't go all the way across the circle. So here I am just putting in a couple little lines so it looks like they're standing on something and not floating in midair. I thought this turned out really cute. I really liked this card. It was something different. It was fun to do. And there I am pulling out the color with my colorless blender there, which, by the way, I had to refill. Obviously, I guess I used the colorless blender a lot because I've already refilled it. That was my very first Copic refill ink, as I told you guys in one of my previous videos. This is a piece of gleam, you guys. It's gleam glitter cardstock. It came from AC Moore, so it's a little glitter comes off on your hands, but I had it left over from Christmas cards this year. So I cut another circle out using I cut a frame out using two of the circle Hero Arts Infinity dies and glued that onto my picture. Or maybe I didn't glue it on yet. I'm not sure. Nope, didn't glue it on yet. And then I just used my tape runner, which I bought refills for today after seeing it run out in the last video, and just taped that ink blended stenciled background onto a white card base. And I did not forget about my paper review, you guys. I do have it on my list of videos to do. As I told you, I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to play catch up. So I'm filming this the day the day I put up the Simon Says Stamp video for the July kit, but you guys may not see it for a few days. I just want to kind of get ahead of myself. So I put that frame on, glued it on with some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and now I'm using a memory box word die that says Merry Christmas, and I'm cutting that out of the same green glitter cardstock. I'm going to pop up the drink panel on foam tape, and this is just foam tape from the Dollar Tree. I find it works really well, and it's got a good thickness to it for height. And I just place that. I don't center it because I wanted a little bit of room on the bottom to glue down my Merry Christmas. So I use my Lawn Fawn precision glue tube here. I think that's what it's called. Nope, just glue tube. And I glue down those words. And I did not forget the tittle for the eye. It's sitting over there on that piece of white cardstock. I glued that down as well. Now, I didn't show you guys, but on the inside of the card, I used the sentiment that came with the margarita glass, which was Eat, Drink, and Be Jolly. So it says Merry Christmas on the outside, and it says Eat, Drink, and Be Jolly on the inside. And I'm hoping to do at least two more Christmas in July videos for you guys, so we'll see how it goes. I got that trip coming up next week to North Carolina. I got a graduation party and a birthday party coming this weekend. So that's it for now, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the card. I will see you in the next video. And if you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be a part of the giveaways that happen monthly, don't forget to hit the notification button so you're notified when I have a giveaway. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.